Okay, everybody, we didn't refill our drinks. We didn't get ready. All we did was watch 3 Nicki Minaj videos.
That was the most anticlimactic thing that has ever happened in my entire life.
Watching Nicki Minaj videos?
What was I supposed to get out of that, Jack? What?
An appreciation of the arts.
I do recommend to anyone out there,
that
Stupid Hoe video is pretty fantastic. I enjoyed that video. That was so fucking weird.
I gotta say, Jack, that did make me want to turn off the video and look at some art.
Oh, okay.
So it did improve my appreciation.
Well, Rich had the best comment during the Stupid Hoe video, which is, I wonder what someone from the 1930s would think if they saw this. And if you look at it from that context, from like a cultural, historical standpoint, yeah. That's interesting.
You a stupid hoe. You a stupid hoe.
With the digitally enlarged eyes when she's tiny on the chair for no reason.
It's so weird.
All right.
Shots of a monkey.
And like then the parts of the video where she's just holding up her leg behind her head. Like, that's a beautiful video. Beautiful video and song. Yo, baby bop. Fuck you and your EP.
It's such an inspiring song, too.
Right?
You know, it really makes you want to, get out there and make something of your life.
To not be a stupid hoe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's nice. No offense, hoe-ass hoe.
Who wants to be this Mexican assault with terrific will and amazing aim?
Okay, let's see. Who wants it? Sean W. Is that WJF? Sean WJF wants it. Name me, he says.
Okay, actually, let me go to the right screen. Was that name one more time?
Sean WJF, I believe.
WJF?
Okay, this is funny.
Well, Sean.
And the first name will be Sean.
Yeah.
So how's that Sean spelled?
SEAN. What is it, Jay?
Oh no, I gotta find it again. Someone from the 1930s wouldn't say much because most of them are dead now.
You win.
That's good.
You win. I'm sorry, everybody. You got to be quick. You got to be quick on the name and draw.
All right. So this guy's got good aim. I know most people like tactical sense for the defense, but aim like that, I'm going for all firepower.
Okay.
I want that aggression.
Yeah.
For the same reason, I should take close and personal. But I like lightning reflexes. If anybody in the stream was wondering what I'm doing with this guy and why I'm doing it, with that aim, I probably should with aggression just for maximum damage.
What does close and personal do?
Close and personal means you dodge one Overwatch shot automatically.
Oh, okay.
So if somebody goes to Overwatch, just move him. That'll take care of the problem.
Nice. Okay. But you like lightning reflexes better.
That is what that is.
Oh.
The other one that I'm skipping.
Yeah.
Because this guy, I'm kind of going to go for more of an offensive build. It's if you're within 4 tiles of the target, you can shoot an extra time.
Oh, okay.
So on your first movement, if you're within 4 tiles, you get a free shot.
Oh, okay. Okay. But you like...
I like lightning reflexes too much.
So you can use him to defuse
Overwatch
an
shot,
Overwatch,
yes.
and then someone else can come in and
Yes.
take care of it. Nice. Okay.
Otherwise, with this guy, I'm pretty much going to go entirely offensive.
Okay. You know what? That's fair.
We can talk about Nicki Minaj somewhere now.
Oh, thank God.
This is the Nicki Minaj stream.
Oh God.
I was saying, I'm fascinated by her. Her songs don't seem to have any cohesion, and I love that. Like we were watching the Starship video, and it starts off with like awkward rapping, going into a pop chorus, into a dubstep bridge, where it's like, what?
Well, she says herself in the song that she's higher than a motherfucker.
Damn it!
Oh, what did you do?
I forgot to put up a satellite again.
Did Nicki Minaj make you forget?
Yeah,
We'll blame it on Nicki
did it to
Minaj.
my brain. Son of a bitch!
You're higher than a motherfucker.
You know what she is, that Nicki Minaj? She's a free spirit.
That's true.
And good for her.
She doing what she do.
Her videos are very colorful. I like that. I think that's all I got to say about Nicki Minaj.
The less I talk about her, the better.
I knew next to nothing about her until last week. So
Okay, well we can stop talking.
What did she do? What did she do last week?
last week was when we watched the Anaconda video. Her latest video. Just the stupidest shit ever.
Oh.
That's true, by the way. I'm gonna call myself a fan of Nicki Minaj because I've never bought anything of hers, but I enjoy her.
Sure.
And that Anaconda video is the dumbest shit in the world.
Yeah.
And rap.
That's a wrap on our Nicki Minaj conversation.
So what about Nicki Minaj?
Damn it. Someone is telling us to watch Bjork music videos, and not too many of them are great. But Bjork is a great musician.
Yeah.
BJORK.
She has one video that has animation by John Crickfalusi from Ren and Stimpy. That's a good video.
That's a good video.
I like the Big Time Sensuality video. It's just her bouncing around on the back of a truck.
And driving through New York.
Yeah,
that's
I
fun.
like that one.
The Army of Me, I want to say is a Army of Me is a Michel Gondry video.
Secure the crash site. We should be
I
able
haven't
to
seen that
prevent
one.
any
Or is it
civilian
Spike
casualties.
Jones? It's on one of those
One of
directors'
those guys,
collections.
yeah.
I think it's a Michel Gondry video. It features like big, fanciful objects seemingly made out of cardboard. So I want to say it's Michel Gondry.
That sounds like Michel Gondry.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one though.
Oh no! You know which Spike Jones was?
Big Sky. Strike one.
It's Oh So Quiet.
I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah, it's a one shot with time remapping, where it's both in regular speed and slow motion, but a one shot, all synced up to the song.
Oh, wow.
Beautifully done.
Okay.
Take a moment after watching all the Nicki Minaj videos
To watch Bjork.
to watch It's Oh So Quiet from Bjork.
That sounds cool. I haven't seen that.
Really great.
That's actual music too, isn't it?
It's all
Bjork's got some good stuff.
actual music. I just recently started. It's weird that the chat mentions Bjork. I was just re-listening to like Posts. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, Post is a great album. Debut and Post. Bjork's great.
Yeah.
I have no idea what she's been doing recently.
I haven't kept up on Bjork. I saw the movie Bjork was in.
She's be okay.
Bjork?
She's be okay.
She was in.
Not Dancer in the Dark, the Lars von Trier movie.
Oh my
Although
god!
she's in that.
Don't. Okay, if you watch Dancer in the Dark, everyone should see Dancer in the Dark, but be prepared to cry a lot. Dancer in the Dark is wonderful.
It's really good. Oh, Drawing Restraint 9. That's the movie I'm thinking of. Directed by Matthew Barney, who did the Cluemaster cycle.
Okay.
I saw it at the Times years ago.
What is that? What's the name of it again?
Drawing Restraint 9. And Bjork is in it. And it takes place on this ship, on this like tanker ship. I can't remember much about it. It's experimental. I mean, it's Matthew Barney. He's a weirdo. God, I don't remember much about it now. I just know that I saw it.
Come on, man!
I got nothing. I think they're cutting a giant, like, mold of lard. Like, they have this giant block of lard and they're cutting through it. I'm really racking my brain to remember this movie. I got nothing. Other than Bjork is in it. And Matthew Barney directed it. And that's all I got.
Cutting lard.
That's my review of the Bjork movie. There's a ship, and she's in it.
Alright. Ho is mentioning the Sugar Cubes, which was Bjork's band before she was just Bjork.
I've never listened to them.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's significantly not as Bjork as Bjork, which is a sentence that makes perfect sense for anyone that knows both the Sugar Cubes and Bjork. But it's fun. It's fun stuff. Dancer in the Dark. I went to see that with a couple friends, and there was one in particular who was crying so violently at the end of Dance in the Dark that we had to carry her out of the theater. Oh my god. Yes.
I remember that movie came out when I was in film school, and one of our film TAs was talking about it. I think I had already seen it at that point. and she was saying it's a really great movie. All of you should go check it out while it's playing here in Milwaukee, but walk out before the last 10 minutes because it's too depressing. I was like, you're a fucking film TA.
Who the fuck was that?
You're teaching film and you're telling people to walk out of a movie because it's sad?
Fuck that person. That's
Yeah.
what makes the movie.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, here's what are some great movies you never want to watch again because it's too painful?
Dancer in the Dark.
Dancer in the Dark? I would watch that again. I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't think there's anything I would never rewatch because it's too depressing or something.
Star Wars Attack of the Clones.
Well, that's painful for different reasons.
No, like, I mean, a movie that, emotionally
Gets to you
hurts
emotionally. No, I like movies that make you feel like shit, so I don't have a problem rewatching them.
Real life makes me feel enough like shit. It really does.
So no movie can compare
Yeah.
to the hurt that real life brings?
I typically avoid feeling like shit. I don't see the point in making myself feel like shit.
It's cathartic.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
No, it's because then you get all that out and you the next day you wake up and you feel great.
No, I'm sorry. No.
You spend a day you watch.
It's the same reason I watch horror movies. I like that feeling of being scared. Not that most of them don't scare me anymore, but it's getting these feelings out of you, forcing these feelings to reach the surface and face them. I like that.
I like escapism is what you're talking about. Taking a moment, reacting in a certain way, then going back to real life.
Yeah. Well, escapism, I think more of like sci-fi, fantasy, fun movies. That to me is escapism. Depressing movies or horror movies are more facing grim realities.
Well,
which has its place too.
I still call it escapism because it's not facing your realities. You're still
That's
facing
true.
a fictional reality.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though they're more realistic. I'm making awful quotey fingers.
Aye, aye,
There's
Oh,
like,
Jacob's Ladder. Yeah, that's a movie that makes you feel like shit. That's great. Have you ever seen Jacob's Ladder? No? Tim Robbins. It's really good. Makes you feel like shit, and it's creepy.
ooh, good.
I don't
And
know.
Macaulay Culkin's in it when he was a wee lad.
No, I like Tim Robbins and Macaulay Culkin, so perhaps I will see that.
It's a really, really good movie.
Those are
What were
tough.
you gonna say, Rich?
Sorry, I don't know if I've just been that good at avoiding them, but I can't think of any movies offhand that make me feel like shit.
Yeah. Like I have yet to see it, but I hear Requiem for a Dream is one of those that.
Yeah, Requiem for a Dream. I know a lot of people think it's horrifying and depressing and all that. To me, it was just I liked it, but it was really over the top.
Okay.
That's kind of how I feel about a lot of Darren Aronofsky's stuff.
Sure.
There's moments in Black Swan, which I like that movie a lot too, but there was a couple parts where I laughed out loud in the theater.
Oh.
I kind of embarrassed myself, but it was
Yeah.
just too much.
Oh.
That's why I like The Wrestler. That movie's way more subdued.
Wrestler's great.
Yeah.
I just saw that recently.
Yes.
And-
You saw that at a gathering that I was at. We
And-
watched it.
Man,
Really, really good.
what a great movie.
That's definitely my favorite movie of his that I've seen.
Oh, I don't know. Like for me, it's Black Swan.
Yeah.
Black Swan is so.
I need to
perfect.
rewatch it. I haven't seen it since the theater.
I cannot think of a more perfect movie. I'm not saying it's the greatest movie ever made,
Yeah.
but everything technical about that movie added to storytelling elements, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I should rewatch it.
The way he shot it, the different styles in which he shot it for different character elements, was a perfect representation of cinematography as an art form. I don't want to get too deep on the stream, but The Wrestler was super. I can't believe how restrained The Wrestler was.
Yeah, when you look at the other movies that he's made, I haven't seen Noah yet. I've heard crazy things that Noah's kind of got giant rock monsters. And
Yeah.
I want to watch it, I just haven't had a chance to.
Mm-hmm.
Giant rock monsters aren't ours.
Everything's art.
Nicki Minaj's art.
Nicki Minaj's art. That's true. The Coca-Cola logo is art.
Why did they get an extra turn? That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
That's aliens, man. They can't have all the turns they want. Shit, dog.
I got robbed.
Shit, dog. I got robbed. Darren Aronofsky.
Lightning reflexes. I love it. I love it.
That is great. Waste your Overwatch.
And what are these this guy's like 9.29. Yeah, we'll take the 97 chance.
Nice. Nice.
The salts. Great.
Where did that... Oh, I had a thing about Requiem. Oh, you know what? What movie I'm thinking of that's kind of... That's a little on the depressing side that I've only watched a couple times, and I watched it once, like in high school, and then I had trouble watching it later, was Happiness.
Oh God, I love Happiness.
Oh, it's great.
Actually, I don't know. That's not a movie you can really say you love, but I appreciate it, and I've watched it a few times. Yeah, Happiness is really good.
It's really good, but tough to watch.
Yes, that probably is the closest I would say to a movie that I would not want to watch again.
Okay.
But I have watched it multiple times, so. But it is tough. That's a rough movie.
Yeah.
Is that about like dying clowns or something? What?
No.
Oh, a dying clown would make you feel better after watching Happiness. No.
Yeah, the scene towards the end where the son's asking questions to his dad on the couch, like that's hard to sit through.
It's it's a movie about sad people being sad. And but
depraved in certain cases.
But they're sad and depraved in very real ways.
Yeah.
And so
and yet there's still a dark comedic element to parts of it too.
Yes,
like the part when was Philip Baker Hall? Was that the actor? The one who plays the father? When he's trying to get his son's friend to eat the sandwich, and he's like looking at the sandwich, and it's like this tense thing where he's like, is he gonna eat the sandwich?
Oh god!
Like,
oh my god!
This is horrible, but kind of funny.
And it's like the film has it where you're like. The character archetype is you're almost like rooting for him, but you're like, no, you're not supposed to root for him.
Not that you're rooting for him, it's executed in a way where it's like, it's executed like you're supposed to be rooting for him, but you know you can't. Yeah, that's an interesting movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but I like Todd Solondz.
What else has he done?
He did Welcome to the Dollhouse. Did you ever see that? That was his first movie. And then he did a movie called Palindromes, which is the lead character is this girl who's played by like multiple actresses throughout the movie.
Okay.
And that's an interesting one. That was, I think, pretty low budget for him. He did a movie called Storytelling, which wasn't very good. His most recent one was Life During Wartime, which is, I guess, a semi-sequel to Happiness. It's a lot of the same characters, but they're played by different actors.
Oh, okay.
Which I found off-putting.
Yeah.
It's like any investment I had in these characters, like,
It's
these
because
are new
of the
people
actor.
playing them. I feel like a disconnect there.
Was there a reason for that artistically, or just?
Yeah, I think it was the same reason he had multiple actresses play the same character in Palindromes. Just sort of,
A little experimental.
Yeah. Paul Rubens is playing in Life During Wartime. He's playing the John Lovitz character from Happiness, who's in that opening scene of Happiness.
Lovett's character in Happiness. Oh, everything.
You're shit, and I'm champagne. Yeah, Happiness is really good. That's probably the best thing that Todd Solondz will ever do.
Aww.
His other movies are fine, but that one's really, really good.
Dylan Baker, they're saying, is the dad.
Dylan Baker, yes.
Yes. Dylan Baker, yeah. He's good in general.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
I can't remember anything I've seen him in, but I've enjoyed him every time.
To withstand an impact like that at such a velocity, the materials used in
And
the
who
vessel
is-
Oh, I didn't mean to
must be at
click
least
open
an
that
order
one.
of magnitude
And who was the girl that was on a
beyond
date with
any
John
element we know
Lovitz?
of.
She was great too.
I don't know that actress's
Not Lara
name.
Flynn Boyle, who's also
No.
Lara Flynn Boyle.
I don't know if I've seen that actress in much
Philip
else.
Seymour Hoffman. She's in stuff though. I want to say.
I can't think of her name. She's really good. She's sort of what holds that movie together because you just feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
She's so like fragile and sad looking.
Yeah. Yeah, she's great.
Oh, I like talking about these bummer movies. This is fun.
Welcome to the Bummercast.
Welcome to Suicide Talk.
I'm trying to think of any other like. There was a string like Happiness came out, like Rec Room came out. Then we watched Dancer in the Dark. Like there was a stream of real bummer movies.
Yeah.
Wrestler's good like that too. Wrestler makes you feel. Not a bummer, but it's like it's a bummer movie, not on the level of Happiness, but it's like
No.
there were some feels in Wrestler.
Yeah.
I liked that. What else we got? Bummer movies.
You ain't got nothing.
No, I don't. I don't got nothing.
The ending of The Mist, yes. I wouldn't call that movie a bummer movie, but that ending is pretty fucking depressing.
And how?
And I love it. I know a lot of people didn't like it at all, but
I haven't seen it, but I know about the ending, and yes.
Oh, well, it's ruined if you already know about it. I saw it in the theater and I knew nothing about it, so that really caught me off guard.
Just to stop this question from me being asked, how was working with Tim Heidecker on Half in the Bag?
Oh, it was great.
Great.
No, he was a nice guy. He came by the studio. We only had an hour. We shot his bit in an hour, and then I drove him to Shank Hall because he had a performance that night. And that was it. In and out.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it was great.
Back online.
There you go.
There you go.
That's it. That's all.
That's my story.
Ooh, speaking of bummer movies, are you excited for what is the Michael Keaton movie coming out? Birdman?
Oh, Birdman.
Birdman.
I don't know. I am. I don't know what to make of it from the trailer. It looks like a Michel Gondry movie.
A little bit.
But it's not. I don't know who directed it. I haven't paid much attention. I just saw the trailer once, but I'm interested.
It's not as whimsical as a Michel Gondry movie. But
No, but it has some of those weird, surreal elements to it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about it, but I'm intrigued.
I'm excited and confused about it. If that's...
Which is better than seeing a trailer and just going, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like something different at least.
Yes. Whether it will be good or fail does not matter, because it is one of the very few movies I'm actually interested in seeing.
Yeah, and that's really what I'm looking for these days, is just something that looks different. It's like Under the Skin I really like, because people aren't making movies like that right now, and Enemy is like that. That movie felt, there's not a lot of other movies like that around, so...
Good. Good. I think that's, I think it's all good. That Birdman, directed by some foreigner. Probably.
Directed by Foreign Man.
Foreign Man.
Vodka.
Yeah.
Speaking of Foreign Man, directing movies, we should have our official Snowpiercer discussion.
Oh, okay. Jack and I both recently finally watched Snowpiercer. And I really, really liked it a lot.
Is the chat going crazy?
I'm sure once it...
it's got to catch up.
Once it gets up, I'm sure. It's good. Snowpiercer's a really good little movie.
I think I liked it a little more than you, but I really liked it. I had some issues with it. What I kept saying was, once you get past the completely ludicrous premise, which is ludicrous.
Yeah.
Because even if you say, it's got an engine that can run forever, blah, 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 but it's like still... The track is going to wear out over time. The train, it's going to have problems. So once you get past that, I thought it was really interesting and really well done. And there's a lot of variety to the action sequences. I really like that. So.
I agree with you. And, I did not have a problem. Maybe, again, it's because I'm a comic book guy. I have absolutely no problem with the ridiculous premise of all of humanity lives on a train. Hunger Games on a train.
Is there a good reason they have to be on the train?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
They freeze to death outside.
Okay.
It's a post-apocalyptic movie,
yes.
And it's winter time, and it's temperatures that'll kill you almost instantly.
And the train has to keep moving.
Yeah.
For that reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I wonder if they could just keep the engines running and keep... Yeah, no, the train has to keep...
I don't remember offhand, but there is an explanation as to why it keeps moving. But, I was hesitant when I first read about it, because everyone was recommending it, but I was hesitant because it had the lower-class citizens in the back of the train, and they have to make their way to the front of the train with the high-class citizens. I was like, oh, God, this again. Because that's a trope I'm really sick of.
Land of the Dead.
Because it's so... Yeah, when it's really heavy-handed like Land of the Dead, and there's no... logical reason for having separated classes.
Yeah, especially
Land of the Dead, it's all about money, but money
who gives a shit about money at that point?
Anything. So it's like, oh no, and then Elysium, which I haven't seen, but I heard that's kind of heavy-handed in that too.
Very heavy. Elysium, by the way, quick aside, a good movie, very heavy-handed.
Okay, I still haven't seen it. Maybe one of these days.
I liked Elysium, but Elysium has several roll-your-eye moments at the subtext of classism.
See, and that's what I hate, when it's not even subtext anymore, when it's just shoved in your face, and it's so obvious.
Yeah.
But no, Snowpiercer has a good explanation as to why there's this division of classes. It makes sense in the context of the movie. And it works as a setup of these people have to get from the back of the train to the front of the train, so... I like that a lot.
It's like the premise didn't bother me. The thing that bothered me initially about the movie is it's low budget and it looks low budget at the beginning of the movie. And it takes you a while to acclimate to how the movie looks.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't remember that bothering me that much.
I mean, it makes sense. They're on a train. Everything's tight. Everything is a set.
Yeah.
But it takes you a while to get used to it. But once you do, and you'll hit a certain scene in the movie where we meet Tilda Swinton.
Yes.
Oh my God!
What happened?
Chrome ran out of memory. Apparently.
Did the chat crash?
No, just my Chrome. Yours is
okay.
You'll meet Tilda Swinton and realize that you're going to have a good time.
Yeah. Oh, it's this kind of movie.
Yes.
It's a little off kilter. And that's what I like, too. There's lots of bizarre little touches in it.
Oh, there really are.
Tilda Swinton's great.
It's good. I don't want to be too harsh. I don't want to be like an asshole about the movie.
I'm going to go so far as to say it's one of the one of the best movies I've seen this year.
Okay.
I'm going to go that far.
I'll go ahead and agree with you.
You just have more reservations than I do.
Well, not even reservations. It left me rolling my eyes.
Really? The whole movie?
No, well, yeah, because that's the end of the movie. And no, I'm not going to get into spoilers, because people should see it. But that's the taste it leaves in your mouth, that ending of the movie. And it was just like, come on.
I didn't mind the ending.
It was specifically one of Captain America's scenes at the end. Chris Evans. Chris Evans has a little monologue that he delivers at the end.
It seems to come at a very awkward point in the movie.
Out of nowhere. That he has no reason giving or whatever beyond, like, this is the point of the movie in which the character says a thing about his personal life.
Yeah.
And that was just like, Ray, come on.
Yeah, it could have been incorporated in the movie in a more, in a way that flowed better. But...
Yeah, but no, still a very good movie. I watched it on Amazon and it was a $7 rental. It's well worth the $7 rental.
It's a still in theater rental.
Yes. By the way, the guy who directed Birdman is Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu.
Oh, okay. The guy who directed Babel.
21 Grams.
Okay.
And Beautiful. Beautiful. There you go. Favorite Will Smith movie? Easy. That's the name of a movie that Will Smith is in.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, I actually just forgot the name of it for a second. That was my favorite Will Smith movie.
I like Men in Black.
What is your favorite Will Smith movie?
No, I forgot the name of it, so I turned it into a joke.
Yeah, but what is it really?
What was my joke was going to be Hitch. And I forgot the name. I loved the movie so much I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I like Men in Black. I didn't like it that much when I first saw it in the theater. I think I appreciated it later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's where Mike started to despise Will Smith.
I don't like Will Smith generally.
I don't either. Mike hates him.
You guys are crazy. Will Smith is great.
No, he's Will Smith in everything.
Yes.
And he seems like an arrogant prick.
I don't know about it.
He seems like most of his decisions as an actor are fueled by ego.
Lately, yes.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I don't agree with you as much. I don't know. I like his shtick, but I like that kind of, what have we called it in the past? Schmaltz.
Yeah.
I enjoy that kind of schmaltz.
The new engineers arrived this morning.
We're
always glad to have more help down.
So, I don't know. I dig it. Big Willie style. I'm all up in it.
I did watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when it was on, before he was famous movie man.
Right.
I used to watch that show.
Famous Movie Man?
Yeah.
I would watch a movie called Famous Movie Man.
Yeah, I guess I would say Men in Black. I'm trying to think of something else that I would like more than that. I don't like most of his movies.
Yeah.
Several members
just don't
of the
like him.
council have expressed an interest in acquiring some of the artifacts we've uncovered. However, we should be careful in choosing what items we release. The research team may not have discovered their true value yet. Commander, the artifact we're about to sell to the
Don't forget the satellite
been
race.
examined by the research team.
There's no rush on that now, though. I'll save for the end of this month.
Oh, I'm just listening to the chat. So,
Yeah.
that's fucking right. You're absolutely right. Greatest Will Smith movie ever. Bad Boys 2.
Which I've never seen.
The second greatest Will Smith movie? Bad Boys.
Oh my god.
I fucking love Bad Boys. Those are great movies.
Alright. I'll have to take your word for it.
Fucking, I love it.
Whatever.
Whatever. Oh, man. Oh, just great schlock. Like, Bad Boys, Face Off. Shit, yeah. I love that movie. He was not in Face Off.
He was not in Face Off.
I'm just thinking of other, like, weird...
Other dumb
action
movies.
Yep. Was that even 90s, or was that... I guess
Face Off?
it was. Face Off,
or
Bad
early
Boys?
2000s.
90s or early aughts? I don't know.
Yeah. I never saw it.
Yeah.
I missed a lot of action movies from that period because I didn't care.
Oh, man. It's... I don't know, like, if I want to call them, like, guilty pleasures, but I am genuinely entertained by Bad Boys. I dig it.
All right.
I accept its dumbness. That was before Michael Bay became incoherent.
Yeah.
Like Transformers, I watched the first Transformers movie in an attempt. And I tried. I really did. And it was a muddled garbage mess, as you know.
Yeah.
As
Oh,
you've
yes.
seen.
Yes.
I don't need to speak to you about the muddled garbage mess that is Transformers. That's just for the chat. But he used to make just solid, dumb action movies. Bad Boys, The Rock.
I remember liking The Rock, but I haven't seen it since high school. I'd have to rewatch it.
It's not happiness, you know, but it's
But really, what is?
but really what is. Yeah, Bad Boys is great. And Bad Boys 2.
Well, I know Edgar Wright likes Bad Boys too. They make homages to it in Hot Fuzz.
Hot
So-
Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz. So
Yeah.
that validates it somewhat for me.
It's great.
All right.
It's not everything that happens in the movie is exactly what you think will happen, but it happens in such a spectacular way. It's fireworks. You know they're going to be bright and they're going to go boom, but you still go ooh.
This is the mission where you nearly got wiped out.
Oh, and are you going to do it flawlessly?
I'm going to do this flawlessly, Jack.
Just to spite me?
Just to spite you.
I love it.
Flawless.
I love it. I wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Oh, here's a good one. Favorite John Candy movie.
Oh.
Everybody likes John
Blues
Candy.
Brothers.
Well,
That's not a John Candy movie. I
he's in
know.
it, but
I know.
As far as like vehicles,
Orange Whip?
Orange Whip, Orange Whip,
Orange Whip.
3 Orange Whips.
Orange Whip.
I would say Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
That's great.
I like the concept behind Delirious. I don't like the movies so much.
I don't remember the movie. I know I saw it a long time ago.
He's a
The
soap
writer,
opera
the writer wakes up in his soap opera that he writes for, and he can write what happens.
Yeah.
And he has magical writing powers,
Yeah.
where if he writes something, it happens in his world.
Like he has a typo, and then he's like at a party.
Oh yeah,
and,
deer.
And somebody offers him a cold deer.
Yeah.
And they walk by with like a deer.
Yes, you're right. Best premise, not the best movie. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is one of those weird movies where I remembered it younger. I saw it when I was younger, and I remembered it being a comedy.
It is a comedy. It gets sad towards the
It's
end.
not. I mean, it's not a comedy like a comedy's a comedy, though. It's that was a weird sentence.
That was very weird.
It's not. It's not like a. It's not like an airplane.
No, it's very, very funny, but it gets sort of bittersweet and sad towards the end.
Not just towards the end. The whole. It's real.
Mostly towards the end.
Mostly towards the end, it gets sad. But I mean, the whole movie is very real.
There's weird moments. They're going the wrong way down the highway, and they see the trucks coming towards them, and it just cuts to them screaming with their skeleton heads. Like, there's goofy shit in that movie.
I suppose. I guess maybe it just wasn't as. I don't know. Maybe it's just an age thing.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Great.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite, because that shows the most range of him. It shows
Yeah.
him being boorish and funny, it shows him being sweet, where he's likable, and then at the end, you find out his backstory, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Runs the gamut. Yeah, I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, like Uncle Buck. Great movie.
I remember liking Uncle Buck. I don't think I've seen that since I was a little kid.
Who was? Oh, that's Uncle Buck is our Fantastic Four. Johnny Storm from Fantastic Four was Bug in the.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I was like, what was the connection there?
From the Roger Corman Fantastic Four.
That's right. That's right. Bug is Johnny Storm. I'm just trying to think of John Candy, like Great Outdoors. It's been a long time since I've seen Great Outdoors.
Yeah.
What was the one where there was like a big sailboat race and he wins the sailboat race by putting his pants on the sail?
Summer Rental.
Summer Rental.
I think.
Nice.
Yeah, Summer Rental.
That's a good one.
That's another one I haven't seen since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
A lot of John Candy movies I haven't seen recently. Except for Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I watch that one somewhat regularly.
Alright.
And by that I mean every other day.
And by that I mean every day.
Yeah. No, it's a good holiday because he's trying to get home to his family for Thanksgiving. Steve Martin is.
Yeah.
It's a good Thanksgiving movie. There aren't a lot of those.
Yeah. Oh my god, am I forgetting Spaceballs?
Oh yeah, Spaceballs.
Again, Spaceballs is a Mel Brooks movie, not a John Candy movie.
Yeah.
But
he's very funny in it.
he's very funny in it. I don't think of that as a John Candy movie.
No, I guess not. That's probably the first thing I ever saw him in.
Canadian Bacon?
I never saw that.
It's not very good.
No, that's the Michael Moore movie, right?
Michael Moore?
Hmm? Yeah. That was his narrative movie that he made.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What about Nothing But Trouble?
Oh, God.
Yes!
That movie's so fucking awful.
The movie's the best in the
I
world!
would say it's fascinating, though. It's awful, but it's sort of like, what were they thinking?
Yes.
I have to watch this again. I actually, as a kid, I like it.
As a kid, I was sort of...
Because it's so bizarre.
Yeah, it was bizarre. And
I think that's what I liked about it, though. But
Okay.
Nothing about that movie makes any sense.
Yeah.
Digital Underground. Yes!
Dan Aykroyd has like a penis nose. Like his nose looks like a dick.
Yeah.
But it's a fake nose. He takes it off at one point.
Yep.
Yeah.
The giant diaper babies.
Yeah, the weird... They live in the
dump part of the house. The house has a roller coaster in the dump.
I think this was...
Death traps that squish
Yeah.
you. And
I think that whole movie was Dan Aykroyd's, like, idea. I think that movie was his.
Dan Aykroyd's a weirdo with ideas.
He is a weird man.
Every time he's come up with a good idea, it's been good after somebody else has, like, reeled him in.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
the
maybe
Blues Brothers
not-
are going to have a radioactive car that flies.
Yeah.
And John Landis is like, well, you know, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe Nothing But Trouble is what happens when nobody filters Dan Aykroyd.
But it's so weird because Chevy Chase was a big name at the time. Demi Moore,
Nothing But Trouble was after the Blues Brothers. It was after Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Sure.
Somebody who didn't know any better just thought, well, you know, Dan Aykroyd came up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to work.
Give him his own movie.
Let him do what he wants. He obviously knows what he's doing. He believes in ghosts.
French military convoy.
And do you remember the diaper babies were covered in oil and shit?
They were like filthy.
Yeah.
We need to secure the site.
Was one of them played by Dan Aykroyd?
I'm
I know,
sure.
like John Candy played two characters in it.
He played John Candy and John Candy's sister,
Yes.
who was in love with Chevy Chase.
Yeah. And I think Dan Aykroyd played the judge, and I think he played one of the diaper babies.
I believe it.
And
I say diaper babies, but it was like a full-grown man in a fat baby costume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a rubber,
It's like a rubber fat suit and then a diaper.
oh man.
And they had they were bald with one curl,
Like a
hair in the
Kewpie
front.
hair. Yeah. Oh my god. Nothing but trouble. Greatest movie ever. Best of the worst. Nothing but trouble.
Just for the oddity value, it's worth a look.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, someone in the chat is saying John Candy was brilliant in Brewster's Millions.
I never saw that. That's him and
Pryor.
Richard Pryor,
Yeah.
right? I never saw that movie.
It's good. It's fun. I mean, I love movies with a premise.
Well, that's
That's a great
helpful.
premise.
That movie has a premise.
What is the premise of that? He has to spend so much money in a certain amount of time?
Yes.
Okay.
But he can't just give it away or waste it. There's stipulations to how he must spend it.
Okay.
Because
Solid comedy premise.
the millionaire says when he tried a cigarette when he was younger, his dad made him smoke an entire carton, and that means he never smoked again. So he's going to give him all this money, but first he needs to spend it to learn its value.
Okay. That's a fine premise for a comedy.
Absolutely. Absolutely fine premise.
All right. Here we go.
How you doing on the mission so far?
Just start.
Okay.
This first turn will determine the outcome of this mission.
Okay.
This is the critical point.
Favorite Brendan Fraser film? Obviously Encino Man.
Not good.
Growing up on the farm.
Are there much other options? Like, he's done a ton of bad crap.
Yeah, he's in a ton of the other movie we had besides Supergirl was Encino.
Really?
My sister was in love with Pauly Shore.
Yeah. A lot of people were at that point.
I have no idea how that happened. I don't know how Pauly Shore became a thing.
Ooh, they all scattered?
Yeah, that is weird.
Oh, no, that is good. That's
But so, like, Encino Man, jury duty, in the army now, the farmer's daughter, no.
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law is the best actual movie.
Yeah.
As far as working outside of just being a bad Pauly Shore vehicle, that's not horrible.
I liked In the Army Now, but mostly because Lauren... What was her name?
Lori Petty?
Lori Petty was in it.
Tank Girl?
Tank Girl.
Yeah.
Love Lori Petty.
Incidentally, things have gone badly.
You said you were going to do this with no deaths. Just want to...
Yeah, I know.
Just pointing that out to everyone watching.
Nobody's dead yet.
I know. Just point it out to the stream.
You know, Brendan Fraser's in a movie that nobody talks about. It was directed Joe Dante. It's Looney Tunes Back in Action. Nobody remembers this movie.
I do. I haven't seen it, but I remember it.
It's
I have
not
no
a
recollection.
great movie, but it's Joe Dante, and he has so much more understanding and affection for the Looney Tunes than whoever the fuck directed Space Jam. And there's some sequences in Joe Dante's one that are actually really good.
Yeah?
Like there's this whole part where they're running through the Louvre and the characters are running from one painting to the other, and it's like classic Looney Tunes. It's really good. There's a part where they go to Area 51 and it's classic Joe Dante. Kevin McCarthy from the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers shows up in a little cameo, and the robot monster shows up.
You did it? Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, not a great movie, but there's good sequences in it.
Okay. Looney Tunes Back
Looney
in
Tunes
Action?
Back in Action.
I have
Brendan Fraser was the lead.
recollection.
Nobody remembers this movie.
I remember Blast from the Past.
I never saw that.
Is that a movie?
Is that Alicia Silverstone? Him and her?
It's him and her. Premise.
Yeah.
What if a guy was stuck in a bunker his whole life and came out to see modern day? He'd be trapped in the 50s. Isn't modern day weird?
Isn't Christopher Walken in that movie too?
This is how little I know about the movie. I can't answer that for you. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
I'm very sorry. He was in the Tarzan movie.
No, George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle. That's what it was. Thank you. Dudley Do-Right.
Monkey
You seen
Bone.
that? Monkey Bone.
Yeah, he was Dudley Do-Right.
I don't even remember that.
Monkey Bone.
Yeah.
He was in Monkey Bone.
He was the lead
Remember
in
Monkey Bone?
Well, Monkey Bone, yeah, that was Henry Selick, who did Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, sure.
And that was the case of he had all these crazy ideas, and then the studio just like hacked the budget to shit, and so it ended up being whatever the hell it was. But it was supposed to be mostly animated, mostly stop motion and stuff,
Oh, okay.
and it just kept getting fucked.
Isn't Seth Green in Monkey Bone? No. No,
The guy from Saturday Night Live.
that's what
Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan, yes. I, for some reason, I saw Seth Green. I don't know. Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan.
I hate him. I hate him so
Well,
much.
he's pretty much gone away, so you don't have to worry about him anymore.
I hate him, and I hate what's his face is the host of the Tonight Show now. Jimmy Fallon. I hate him too.
Yeah, I don't get Jimmy Fallon.
I don't get Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon, more like Jimmy Fuckface.
Whoa, I mean, that's harsh. Just because you don't appreciate his style of humor doesn't...
Just saying.
Yay! Nice.
Set up and payoff.
Nice. Nice. Mr. Peepers.
Oh, that's the only thing I ever liked with Chris Kattan was the Mr. Peepers character.
There's a script you can get online of his draft of the Mr. Peepers movie.
Of course they wanted to make a Mr. Peepers movie.
By the way, the script, not bad.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you make a movie out of that?
It's a pretty schlocky premise. Oh god, I remember. Here's what I'm going to tell you about the Mr. Peepers script.
Okay.
I remember reading the script and thinking not bad. I can remember nothing like it.
Okay.
That's how great it was.
There you go.
It's available online. Ugh. Oh no, now I'm gonna. Yeah, I feel like I'm failing.
Alright. Things
You doing good?
Things are progressing well.
Good.
Very well.
Yeah, I don't like any.
I project no losses.
That's good. I don't like any of the new late night hosts. I don't watch late night ever.
Do you count Jimmy Kimmel as a new one?
He's okay.
I haven't seen much. Actually, I haven't seen much of his show, but I know I like him.
Yeah, I've seen. I've never watched any of the late night shows, but I've seen clips of his show, and he's okay. But I don't like Seth Meyers. I don't like Jimmy Fallon.
You know what? I still haven't seen any. It's basically like news update, right?
I don't know. I haven't watched it because I don't like him.
Jack, I'm going on the roof.
The only one left.
You guys. Rich is going on the roof. Roof wins. Roof wins.
That's what I root for, is the roof.
Yeah, always go for roof.
There's some roof strategery going on here.
Roof E. Oh.
The only one left is Letterman.
And he's
For
going
now.
soon.
And he's going to be going soon, yeah.
Replaced
I don't like
by...
any of these new guys.
You know, Conan has some good bits.
I like Conan,
still.
but yeah, I never get to see him. I
know-
don't watch any late night, so I guess it doesn't matter, but...
I judge late nights by the clips that are posted the next day
Yeah.
on YouTube, and I consistently watch Conan's. His are always good. Who else has good clips the next day? Like I find I watch more like Brian Williams clips. He has more comical clips, but you know what? Still Daily Show. Colbert is taking over Letterman,
Oh, that's right.
so there should be some.
Which,
good going on.
I don't know. I don't think I'd
Was
like
he
to see
gonna
him
have-
in that context either.
Is he going to end up changing his persona?
Yeah, he's
He
not
would
doing
have
the
to just
bit.
be himself.
He's
yeah.
not doing the bit.
We'll see how that works.
He's
People like the bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody really knows him, the person.
Yeah.
Colbert is such a talented comedian. I'm sure he can.
He's talented, but will people take to what they've not to not getting what they've been getting and like for the last how many years?
Sure.
10?
That's a good question. He's been doing this bit for so long.
Yeah, it's him.
more
As
right.
far as his fans are concerned, that is him.
That's true. That's true.
I wish him well, but I don't know. We'll see. If he can pull
I
it
mean,
off.
he can pull it off. Whether people will be receptive is another question. He can pull it off, absolutely. The you know who posts up shows up a lot the next day? John Oliver.
I don't even.
Next week tonight or whatever it's called.
What station is
It's
that on? I don't know
HBO.
anything. Oh, okay.
But you know what? His clips show up on HBO's YouTube or John Oliver's YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
Just clips of the show, and I really enjoy that. Next week tonight, I want to say it's called. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Haven't gotten there
I've got my eyes on that.
yet. Someone says it won't matter as long as he's funny. Just saying.
What? As far as
Colbert.
Yeah, I don't.
Won't matter a bit. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm not rooting against him. I'm just saying.
No, I agree. By the way, that's
People like that bit he does, and he won't be doing that. That's all I'm saying.
and I agree. It's a good bit. He's really good. His satire is spot on. Jay's pouring more gin.
Gin and tonic to the rescue.
Gin and Seagull. Jay's pouring more gin than I usually just have the one shot of gin last me through the entire beer. Jay just poured some more gin. Uh-oh. Last week tonight. That's what it's called. Jay, have you seen any of the John Oliver stuff?
No.
Okay.
I've only seen him on Community.
Okay. I see his clips all the time from his show Last Week Tonight.
Is that on Comedy Central?
It's on HBO.
Okay.
It's very Daily Show.
Yeah. I don't really follow any of the...
But he's good. His clips are good. Never watched a show. I don't have HBO. So. And that wraps up our late night show host discussion.
And late night roundup.
That went really good. We don't watch much. We work and sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. If I have time to watch anything, I'll generally watch a movie.
Yeah. And I just wait for the good clips to surface the next day.
Then you have to watch the whole show and see whoever the boring guest is.
I give no fucks about who you're interviewing.
Yeah.
If the interview's good, they'll post the interview and not the clip.
Alright.
Oh, yes. I'm sure Jay knows that Yahoo bought Community.
Oh yeah, I'm curious to see what happens. That show's been up and down, but overall I like it a lot.
Dun Gun, don't fail me.
It's one of the few shows I pay attention to.
Wait, Yahoo bought Community?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that your reaction to Yahoo buying Community?
No! No!
Rich had a 90% of his shot working, and it failed.
That's XCOM.
And he needs to stun this alien to capture it alive.
Well, that's not gonna happen now.
You're gonna kill it?
If I don't kill him, he's just gonna kill my prized fucking assault the next turn. It's
Oh, that's fine. And yes, we know that Amazon bought Twitch. I'm excited that Amazon bought Twitch. I think Twitch needs a lot more infrastructure, and I'm excited about the they were talking about the creator elements that they want to add, adding more robust features for us streamers, and I think that's all good things. Giving us more ways to distribute content to you.
I imagine you will now see links to buy games that are being streamed. On Amazon, of course.
And I think that's great.
That's fine, yeah. That's not a criticism, just that's probably what will change. It's probably what they're concerned about.
Yeah. No, and Amazon has been doing well getting their foot in the streaming door. I'm an Amazon Prime customer. You hear that, Amazon? I'm streaming, and I'm a Prime customer, and I'm promoting your services. I'm just saying. You might want to look into that.
What are you just saying?
A lot of
I'm
things.
confused.
We're just saying a lot of things.
Moving out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I moved. That's why I was a guy.
We should try to reach
Nobody's dead yet, Jack.
Nobody's dead yet?
Nobody's dead yet. Everybody's got full health, actually. Full health. I'm a little more than about halfway through.
Right.
About halfway.
The Ocho Knows asks a weird question, which is, Jack and Rich, any update on the daily content for YouTube? Have you not been getting it?
What? I don't know what that means.
That's the question.
Have we not been getting... I get daily content on YouTube all
I think
the
he's talking
time.
about previously recorded, so we still get daily... okay, I think I'm understanding your question now. So, we upload a video every day to YouTube. Most of them are just the streams that I cut into about hour chunks. Sometimes less, sometimes more. Very soon, actually today, Rich and I recorded our first test of a game blip,
Yeah.
is what we're going to call it, which will be our edited Let's Plays. We recorded a couple hours of a game. We won't say what it is
It might not even be used if it turns out bad.
because it might not be used. But I will start editing that soon, and you'll start to get that. But for now, it's just edits of the stream. And of course, the previously recorded episodes, which we also recorded a bit of today. Our next
Oh yeah.
which you guys all know, it's
Yeah.
Invisible Ink, because
Oh.
I put it on the end card
Oh.
for next episode.
It's not a surprise.
We recorded our playing footage of Invisible Ink today, so we won't get it to our conversation until later.
Well, I'll say one thing. Is that supposed to be like a pun, like on comedy Invisible Ink? Cartoon Invisible Ink? Is that intentional?
I would assume so.
But the game itself isn't cartoony like that.
Oh, it's very cartoon. It's not
But
cartoony
not
like
like a Looney Brothers cartoon.
Yeah.
Cartoony.
a Looney Brothers cartoon.
Who are the Looney Brothers?
Now you know what I mean. Looney Tunes cartoon. Where am I getting brothers from, even? That's
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Thank you. Warner
versus Looney Tunes.
Warner
It
Brothers
makes
Looney
sense.
Tunes.
My brain does odd things. What is wrong with it?
Oh, it happens.
What is wrong with brain?
Brains don't
Brain
work all the time.
Brain make weird.
Brain make weird work. So yeah, we shot actually. Right now we are at. What time is it? It's 10:30. Right now, Rich and Jack are at 10 hours of video game recording.
I can't say this is that strenuous. I just can't.
No, it hasn't been. It has not been bad. I'm not complaining.
It's not like sitting through all 3 Transformers movies at once.
That was rough.
That was a hard day for everyone.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Right now, we have been playing and recording we have been recording ourselves playing video games for the past 10 hours.
Yes.
That's a day.
That is a factual statement.
That is a day, y'all. That's why brain.
And I've been here since you started the stream.
Yeah.
And that's after a full day of doing other stuff for Red Letter Media.
This is the thing.
I'm pulling a double shift. All I'm doing is sitting here talking. It's not anything, but...
Yeah, but where's the next Plinkett review?
It's coming out tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, breaking news. Jay is breaking news.
Why don't you tell everybody, Jack, what it's going to be?
So...
It's actually... It's Gone with the Wind. Where there's about time... Somebody finally tore that movie a new asshole.
Yeah.
Gone with the Wind.
God, you're hearing it here first,
Yeah,
guys.
the treatment it deserves.
Yep. I think it was recently dethroned. For a while, Gone with the Wind, adjusted for inflation, was the top-grossing movie.
Yeah.
And that's what I think, by the way. I hate it. I don't know if we've talked about this on the stream. I fucking hate it when people talk about record-breaking movies.
Every movie that comes out now is breaking some sort of record.
But it's
That's
never
what they say.
adjusted for inflation.
Oh, no. It's just whatever they can,
Right. And I think it needs to be seats sold, like tickets sold.
Yeah.
That's the record-breaking. Not, of course a movie's going to make $20 million now. Like,
Yeah.
$20 million isn't worth as much as it used to be.
Have fun in Dreamland.
Have fun in Dreamland?
Have fun in Dreamland.
Oh, because it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I know it's not going to happen. It's just something that irks me.
The only
We want to tune our unearned horn.
The only thing that hasn't broke any records is Sin City 2. That movie flopped.
I have to say, I love the comics. I love the original Sin City. How can it be that bad?
I haven't seen it. I don't know. Here's the thing, though. I don't think it's necessarily even that it's that bad. It's that nobody cares. I love the first one.
Why does
I think
nobody
it's really
care?
great. I don't care about the second one.
Is it just because it's been too long?
I think it's been too long. I've seen the first one. I get it. It looks great. But I have no interest in revisiting that world, personally. It's like, I'll probably watch it eventually, but it just feels like, too little, too late.
I think you nailed it on the head when you said, I get it.
Yeah.
The first one was a new experience.
Mm-hmm.
It looked different. It felt different than movies that were out at the time.
Yeah.
Even if the second one is as good as the first, which I hear it's not. It's who cares? The spectacle is no longer.
It's a world we've now seen already.
Yes. Yes. Nice.
And we have a world that is that stylized. It's like, okay, I've seen it.
Yeah. So any defaults that the first movie would have is kind of glossed over because of how it looks.
Yeah.
And how it feels. Yeah. That's nice. Ooh, there's apparently Ava Green nudity in it though, so I'm gonna go see it tomorrow.
Any movie with Ava Green apparently has Ava Green nudity.
Yeah? I need to see more Ava Green movies.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Ooh, yeah. Who said that? Inca Lin said Sin City 1 was simple but stylish.
Yeah.
That's a very apt...
Got it. Move.
That's a very concise way to put that. Simple but stylish.
Still no deaths.
Huh?
Still no deaths. How many people did you lose on this mission?
I lost a good couple. Maybe 3 or 4.
That was more than that, wasn't it?
Like maybe 5.
How many people came out alive?
How many people? I had 1.
One? Oh, yeah, that's right, because I dragged you kicking and screaming. I pulled that person out of there.
You made that one person run away he could have Rambo'd it.
You were the Gorman. I don't know what to do. I've never been in combat before.
What? What?
What are they saying?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, sorry. I can't even. I can't even.
I can't even because I have no idea what's going on. So
Rich, talk about Frank Miller in general.
he's crazy but brilliant.
Some would say more crazy than brilliant.
I don't care. He loves. I can tell you this. He loves prostitutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got a thing for prostitutes, and that's fine. That's just fine.
He does what he does.
His current work, yeah, sure, it's not as good, but some of his older stuff was good enough that I don't give a shit. This is the man that brought us The Dark Knight Returns, his run on Daredevil, Batman Year One.
Batman Year One.
Year One is the most underrated Batman story of all time.
Honestly, like Nightfall gets so much love.
Yeah.
Year One is a great book.
Yeah.
I agree.
Sin City.
300 has a lot of good style to it. Like, yeah, he's done a lot of
300.
good.
Was that Frank Miller?
That's Frank Miller.
Why was I thinking that was Alan Moore?
Because you were wrong.
I'm sure.
Because you know why? Because you only know 2 comic book names.
This is true.
Yeah. That is true. And they were both made into movies directed by the same guy, so maybe.
Maybe that's I'm getting the Watchmen and 300 mixed up. Okay.
Yeah.
But I knew Alan Moore did Watchmen, but I was thinking he did 300.
Right. Well, they were both Zack Snyder movies, so I can see where that connection was made. Frank Miller has a thing, though.
Well, that's I always wonder.
All men do.
Well,
No.
well, here's my question, because you probably know more Frank Miller than me. He seems to. He has tough dudes.
Yep.
He
Yeah,
has slutty women.
That's his thing.
With prostitutes. Is that his view of the world, or is it more just he's interested in these seedy type characters?
I think he's just interested in those CD type characters. I don't think anybody can seriously have a worldview that comic booky appropriately.
I believe the worst of him. I believe that is his like view of the ultimate world. Like,
Okay, that's what I'm curious about, because I don't know. I haven't read enough of his stuff to really get an idea.
I think he looks back at like the pulpy, what type of like Casablanca type of.
Oh
man!
Fuck!
Oh, you missed.
That was an Overwatch shot, but he absolutely has to hit this shot.
You know, like, and he sees like the men and the women are women. You know, like I
wish we could go back to that time.
Yeah.
Where men are tough and women are sluts.
If you look at his state, like the interviews he gives, that's the impression that I get.
Okay.
And so that makes me not like him as much. But if you look at his work as just fiction and remove Frank Miller from his work, then it's fine.
Well, that's like I can watch Sin City and I look at that as a very heightened version of noir.
Yes.
Hyper noir.
Hyper noir.
Nice. Sure.
Nice coinage, Rich.
But from other things I've heard about Frank
Roger Ebert might have said that.
Nice coinage, Roger Ebert.
Yeah, I'm not going to take credit for hyper noir.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I'd like to.
But like, yeah, you look at stuff like, his run of
shit! She just got the pistol out. Well, whatever.
His run of the Daredevil book is when he killed Elektra.
Well, he also created.
But like
Elektra?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
She was one of his slutty nearly prostitutes.
Of course she was.
She was a slutty assassin, Jay.
Oh. All I
his
know about Elektra is the movie with Jennifer Garner, which
His
I never
prostitutes are always also assassins.
If you think about the way in which Jennifer Gardner died in the Daredevil movie, it was by having a phallic object shoved through her.
Well, that's the case with most slasher movies. It's always the guy with the knife penetrating the woman.
But
Jay, you might find this interesting. Sorry, go finish your thought first.
Deadshot, Bullseye is like thrust in,
oh my God.
The image in the book is very like thrusting his manhood through her.
Okay.
It's awful.
When he wrote Batman Year One, he implied that Catwoman, before she was Catwoman, was a prostitute, a dominatrix prostitute.
Why do they all have to be prostitutes?
Because he loves prostitutes. The man knows what he likes.
Yes. Oh my God.
Because it's much easier to objectify women when they objectify themselves.
Yes.
You don't want to have a complicated woman who doesn't want to have sex for money. You don't want a thing that has feelings.
Someone mentioned this. Has anyone seen The Spirit? The movie Frank Miller directed on his own without Robert Rodriguez?
Oh, God, no.
It's supposed to be awful. I never saw it.
Here's the awful thing about me is I want to see it.
I'm curious just because it got such bad reviews and stuff, but I never got around to watching it.
By the way, we keep every once in a while I bring up the idea of the big budget superhero flops.
Oh, sure.
The Spirit could
would
easily
be a good one, yeah.
For best of the worst could be up there.
Phantom, Spirit,
and what's the other one we keep talking about? The
Green Lantern?
No, the Phantom, the Spirit, and the Shadow.
The Shadow. With,
Phantom, Spirit, Shadow. Yeah. Oh, 3 the movies, 3 big budget flops.
3 big budget superhero
more
movies.
pulp than superhero too.
Yeah, all of them are kind of pulp.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Ooh, I think we got it. You guys were here for this.
And the Phantom had Billy Zane in it.
I love Billy Zane.
I like Billy Zane.
The only problem with that is I've seen the Phantom and the Shadow so many times.
Oh, really?
I mean, grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
I could.
Any of them.
I might have to be absent from the discussion, but I just want to watch those movies again. He rides a horse and has 2 guns and goes to the big city. That's the Phantom.
Was the Phantom a post Tim Burton Batman superhero movie? Where they're like, what else do we got? When did that come out?
Yeah, Phantom I want to say was 90s, so definitely post-Batman.
But it is one of those movies that came out to try and capitalize on the success of
The superhero
Batman,
movies in
superhero
general,
movies.
yes.
Okay.
It was released to capitalize on the failure of Dick Tracy.
Oh yeah, Dick Tracy was. Dick Tracy's not bad.
No, it's not.
I haven't seen it in a really long time, but it did flop. Yeah.
I've heard it described as a flop. So
It was a big flop, yeah, but I like the look of it a lot.
Well, that's the problem. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like
It's
the
less
thing,
accessible than even Batman.
the bondage fetish movie. Oh, Batman Returns. That's a weird movie, Batman Returns.
Weird, and I was thinking about those movies recently. For some reason, it came up, and they don't hold up. Those Tim Burton Batman movies.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I loved Batman, the first Tim Burton Batman. When did that come out? '89.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I was pretty young, I loved that movie. But
everybody came home alive.
Fuck you.
You know what?
What?
4 promotions.
Fuck you.
4. I did such a good job. I got 4 promotions.
Congratulations. Do you want to take a break and play some Mario Kart?
Oh, no one's injured.
God fucking damn it.
Do we have something to play Mario Kart on?
No, I know. I was just joking. We don't. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On your
I'm
fellow.
sorry for rubbing it in your face. It's not fair. It's
No.
really not.
I know.
But
It's funny.
fun.
It's funny. No, I remember someone talking about the Batman movies recently and saying like everyone really looks down on like Batman and Robin and Batman Forever, but they don't hold up the same way the Burton movies don't hold up. It's just 2 different styles.
I would say the Burton ones are still better. They still hold up better than the Schumacher ones because those are just terrible.
Different styles.
My go-to answer whenever anyone asks what I think the worst movie ever made is, my go-to answer for years has always been Batman and Robin.
All right.
That movie to me is like, I've never seen a movie where you just feel money burning on the screen as much as that movie.
I can agree with you.
Yeah.
I can agree with you.
There's obviously low-budget movies that are technically worse, but just you look at that movie and you're like, what a fucking waste of money.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so bad. The back credit card, don't leave the Bat Cave without it, that's in the movie.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's something that happens in the movie.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's terrible.
Yeah, that movie's terrible. That movie's terrible. On all levels.
We have multiple reports of new abductions in progress.
All right.
All the
Locations are marked on the
Mr.
hologram.
Freeze ice puns, those are bad.
The fact that Arnold Schwarzenegger was Mr. Freeze in general. Like his posse of ice skating thugs. Remember they were ice skating? Oh man. Oh man. Yes, Octo-J. It was the one with the bat skates.
Yep.
Oh fucking hell! And Alicia Silverstone was a.
She was terrible in that movie.
And she played a person who raced motorcycles on the underground.
She was Alfred's niece, right?
Yes, Alfred's American niece. For some reason. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're making me remember this movie.
It's so bad. I tried to watch it probably 10 years ago now, but me and a friend of mine were like, let's watch it! Like, ironically, let's watch it, make fun of it. And, like, not even halfway into it, we were like, this is awful. We gave up on even trying to laugh at it. It's just so bad.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
And it was so expensive. That's what drives me nuts, is just how much money was thrown at it.
Well, just star power alone, right?
Yeah.
Clooney, O'Donnell.
O'Donnell.
O'Connell is a different Jerry, not a Chris. Alicia Silverstone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Uma Thurman. Motherfucking everyone was in that movie. Oh, and was there another lady?
Batman had a love interest in it, right? He has to have a love interest in all those movies that he reveals to them that he's Batman.
Oh no, I was thinking Batman Forever.
I don't know that he did in the later ones. Did he?
Well, Batman Forever had
Nicole Kidman. Batman and Robin had to have had somebody, unless it was just them, because there was like a thing where they were feuding over Uma Thurman. Him and Batman and Robin were both in love with Uma Thurman or whatever.
Actually, I don't know if there was a love interest.
I want to say I don't think they bothered at that point. Well, that was directed by
so many other things.
That was directed by Joel Schumacher.
Yeah, he was more interested in close-ups of the bat suit butt and nipples on the bat suit.
Yeah, he went a little old Hollywood glam.
Nipples on the bat suit.
What?
Nipples on the bat suit.
What?
That's my Joel Schumacher.
Oh my god, Rick.
You be quiet. You be.
Yeah, I think that movie just had so many people in it.
Yeah.
That they're like, we can't, there's no room. We filled this sack. There's no room for one more person, one more character.
We filled this sack.
5 pounds of shit in a 2-pound bag. There's no room for a love interest.
No, and I'm sure all of them needed an equal amount of screen time, which made absolutely no sense in the movie.
I'm taking a break.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Rich is taking a break. Okay. You guys, the bad credit card. I'm seeing someone say that in the chat, and I remember it now. He had a Batman credit card.
Yep.
Oh my god. That hurts my brain thinking of him using the bad credit card.
Yep.
Where would that money come from?
Is that more or less ridiculous than Bat Shark Repellent?
It's on the same level. That's the thing. That movie is on the level of the Batman movie from the 60s.
Batman the movie.
Yeah. Which is more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because it's low budget.
And because they knew they were
They didn't spend $200 million on it.
They didn't spend $8,000 million.
Oh
my god. I'm having a little, like, post-traumatic stress.
It's all the memories are flooding back.
Thinking of this movie, I won premiere tickets to Batman and Robin from a radio station.
I didn't even see it in the theater because I hated Batman Forever. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I saw it later when it came out on video, just out of... No, it was on cable. I was like, yeah, it's on cable. I'll watch it out of curiosity. And oh, man.
Oh, it's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad, but you know what? Like, it had enough, as a kid, it had enough in it for me to watch. But, like, we had to drive to a really far away theater, too, to see the special, like, sneak preview screening of Batman and Robin. Oh, my God. And it was just like, well, I guess we're here now. I guess we have to watch the whole movie.
There's no turning back.
To leave after we won these tickets. And it was a smaller audience, so, like, if we would have left, it would have been noticed. It was like, Jesus Christ. Elle McPherson?
Was she in Batman and Robin? Was she the lady? Was there a love interest and it was Elle McPherson?
I don't know.
Is that what they're implying?
I don't know.
Let me look it up.
Who played the original Catwoman? Was it Julie Newmar? Yeah?
Or was it It was Julie Newmar and it was someone else.
Yeah,
Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt.
I don't know which came first, but
ooh, that's a good question. Jack, you grew up on a farm. I did. That's why I watched bad movies.
Elle Macpherson. Okay, yeah, she was in Batman and Robin.
Oh, there you go.
Because the movie wasn't stuffed enough.
Well, we're taking a break, so we're reading the chat.
What?
What? We're reading. Oh, they said you hack frauds are finally reading the chat. Sorry, we were having a good conversation.
We were talking about shitty Batman movies.
So
give us a break.
Thought that's what you guys tuned in for.
Oh, I did. You know what? I have not yet seen the Halle Berry Catwoman movie,
I saw it in the theater.
and I want to see it.
We a bunch of us went in pajamas.
Why?
Like I don't know. That was our thing. We're like, we're gonna come to the theater at night in pajamas and watch Catwoman. So we did, and it was horrible. And it wasn't funny bad. That's what we were hoping for. It was just bad.
Oh, apparently there are Ghostbuster showings in Milwaukee.
Oh.
And now I'm kind of interested in going to see Ghostbusters on the big screen, if that's a thing that we can do. We'll look it up.
We'll look into this.
How long were you on the effing farm? For most of my childhood. We moved out of the farm when I was 14. We moved to the outer suburbs, and then when I was 16, we moved to the suburbs. So for most of my childhood, I was on a farm.
We're still on the farm. We're streaming from the farm. Actually.
We've moved the studio to the farm.
Yeah.
It's not a farm anymore. It wasn't a farm. It stopped being a real farm when I was like 7 or 8. It still had the barn and the cornfields, but most of the animals were gone by that point. That's very interesting, I know.
I did go to see the Star Trek TNG reunion.
Oh yeah,
in Chicago, and yeah. Here's the deal.
Okay.
I'm glad I went. Because now I can say, I saw the TNG cast. It's like, I always wanted to see George Carlin, and one of my big regrets is that now I will never be able to see him live. I always wanted to see him live.
I saw him twice.
Fuck you. So I can say I saw the Next Generation crew, but the show was kind of bad.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't really talk about anything new that I didn't know already. Shatner was just a fucking awful moderator.
Why was Shatner there?
He was, because they made him, you know why he was there? Because originally they couldn't get Patrick Stewart, so they're like, well, if we can't get Patrick Stewart, we'll get William Shatner. And then later down the road, Patrick Stewart was like, well, I'll go anywhere. He went.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, there were no questions prepared ahead of time. Like a good moderator guides a discussion along a path, and Shatner just instantly went to audience questions. And audience questions are almost always lame.
Yeah.
Universally lame.
Yeah.
I'm an engineer because of Star Trek. Can you tell me how you feel about Star Trek and how that influenced engineering? They're fucking actors! They don't know or give a shit! They're very glad you became an engineer, but they have no good answer for that question, and they didn't. It's like, they look at each other like, well, I don't, engineering?
Talk to LeVar, he does the reading shit.
And, another thing about the show, like, they come out and, for one, Michael Dorn lost a ton of weight.
Oh, yeah?
And I know in Nemesis he was looking kind of pudgy, but he walked out on stage. He was a fucking beanpole.
Oh, okay.
Fucking beanpole. He walks out in a suit. Maria Sirtis walks out in a dress. Jonathan Frakes has a nice shirt on. Data's got a suit. LeVar's got a nice shirt on. Patrick Stewart walks out in a t-shirt and a hoodie. The hoodie is up over his head, and then he slouches on the couch like a 19-year-old kid. It was the weirdest fucking thing.
I think that's great. Only Patrick Stewart could get away with
Well, he was probably really high. That's what he does now. He's fucking Patrick Stewart. He bangs his super hot girlfriend?
I don't know.
He's got a super hot young wife girlfriend.
I didn't know this.
And they get high and make vines. They get high and make YouTube videos. That's what Patrick Stewart does now.
I'm not disapproving of what he did. It's just Patrick Stewart, very proper English gentleman. I like Shakespeare. And he walks out in a hoodie, just slouching. Hey, what's up?
I like
So,
Shakespeare and Scotch.
I like Shakespeare. Yeah. at the end of the show, he opened up his hoodie and the T-shirt and go to see the Shakespeare Improv Theater, which is in town. He was wearing their T-shirt underneath his hoodie, and he plugged them. It was one of the last things he did.
Nice.
Go to see the Shakespeare Improv group. They're amazing. But Shatner spent most of the night blathering on, and I didn't come here to see you. Well, it's nice. But
Glad you're here, but shut up.
And he spent 20 minutes asking everybody if they thought their characters should have had more sex.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Asking how much Jordy got laid.
That was a really annoying subplot of most of the Next Generation
that
episodes.
was LeVar's response. It was well he tried.
You did.
But he asked everybody, and it was 20 minutes of the show, which was supposed to go on for an hour and a half. It was supposed to be from 5 to 6:45. They left half hour early.
Oh.
Yeah. 6:15 came up, and it's just yeah, we're going. It was sudden too. It was just,
Was there an awkward silence where they were we're done, or was it just they just?
I'm trying. I don't remember if there was an awkward silence before, and I don't remember because it just hit me so suddenly. It's what, they're going now? Really?
That's too bad.
But
But now you've seen.
I saw them.
Okay.
And I'm glad about that.
All right. That's good. Was it a convention, or was it just their...
It was the show was linked to the convention, but it was held separately. It was across the street at a theater.
Okay.
It was a decent amount of people.
Did you go to the convention at all, or just...
No, I just went there.
Okay. That's good to know. I don't know these things. Star Trek! I enjoy the next generation of Star Trek. That is all.
So what's the plan? Are we done? I think I've had my XCOM fill.
Alright, I think we can call it. We will read the chat for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And see if y'all have any questions or any funny things you want us to say in funny voices.
I won't do that.
No, none of us will.
No.
But, you can say it. Yes, George Carlin is dead.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Never get to see him live now. Always wanted to.
I
saw
him twice, and it was great.
When I was a child, my grandmother was overprotective, and she went to a Wayne Newton concert once, and she couldn't leave me at home. So I got dragged kicking and screaming to a Wayne Newton concert, and teasing me all over the venue were ads. The next day, George Carlin was performing. and I was so pissed, because I love George Carlin.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm going to go see George Carlin someday. No, I can't.
No.
Really?
I can't.
I'm sorry.
Fuck Wayne Newton.
Oh.
Why couldn't he have died instead?
Oh, I'm sure Wayne Newton's a nice person.
I don't give a fuck.
No. You guys, we're probably not going to play Deus Ex.
I don't know what that is.
It's a game. A lot of people like it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about Deus Ex. I keep calling it Deuce Ex. That's what it looks like.
You will someday? I'm assuming that's in reference to saying George Carlin?
Oh.
He would, he was a staunch atheist. He would be offended by that.
That's true.
The second time I saw him was shortly after I moved to Milwaukee. I think it was within the first few months I lived up here. Mm-hmm. And I went and saw him downtown. The first half of his routine was almost beat for beat whatever his last HBO special was. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is cool that I'm seeing him, but I know all these jokes, I know this routine. And then halfway through, he just veered into completely new shit that I'd never heard before, and it was so great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I think it was the first half was this is the stuff that I know works, and now I'm going to try out some new material.
Oh, nice.
Could you cut the image? I'm going to go to the desktop.
Oh, sure. Give me 1 second.